majority of the people that you see walking around every day, they are great actors. These people are ticking time bombs. A lot of us are waiting for the system to crash so we can stop paying bills and we can stop going to work. But there are other people who are waiting, right? They're waiting for chaos. They're waiting for the unlawfulness so that they can enact all the twisted, dark shit that's in their head. That they waiting to do it. Now, these are your neighbors. This can be your neighbors, your doctors, your lawyers. You feel me? Like, seemingly normal people. But they not all the way there. They waiting on that perfect moment to do everything that they've been wanting to do. And I know y'all be seeing the cases where, you know, a person will go pew pew a target or something. They couldn't wait. They acted on it now. They can't wait. Now, to the women, all that I'm just a girl shit, all that's out the window. Who do y'all think they gonna come after first? Women and children will be the number one target. Women and children will be the number one target. Women and children will be the number one target. The number one target. All that I'm just a girl, pretty princess, all that shit is out the window, especially if you have children. As a grown woman, you need to know how to defend yourself. And I'm not talking about just with a pew pew. You need to be able to drop a grown ass man to the ground if you need to and run. You feel me? Get your kids. You feel me? You need to be teaching your kids how to survive too. This is the times that we in. This is just the reality, bro. You won't always have a man around you that you can rely on to protect you. So in that case, what are you gonna do? You gonna lay down and give up? No. Know how to fucking defend yourself as a grown woman. And if you got kids, you already need to be physically fit in the first place. Let's not repeat history. All of this stuff coming out about Hurricane Katrina, please do not let all these go in vain, bro. One thing that taught me is that women are extremely vulnerable, women and children. So all that I'm just a girl shit, nah, I ain't with all that. I'm telling y'all, I'm finna get into martial arts and all types of shit. I'm not playing, bro. This shit is not, it's not time to play. It's time to get for real.
This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2. A man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, in a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the one true power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. A mighty shalom to the hopeful elect, scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word, in the same Spirit and in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwath, believers of His faith and His truth. Lord willing that you continue to pursue your lot, being a loving, a silent, and virtuous wife. And Lord willing to most have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that is not in the faith. Now, Lord willing, this is edifying, and it can put the fear of the Lord on men, women, and children. But more so, you women that have that independent or I don't care. Hey, and even you women that's in this faith and coming in the faith, you know, because you don't want the chance of you doubting and starting to lose faith like Lot's wife, and then looking back. You know, it's going to be that time where women are going to be drawn to men of the Lord. It's going to be men of the Lord that's going to be that high tower, because like we're hitting into Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's reality. So just a regular man, excuse my language, he don't fucking matter. You know? And even if a woman do, the problems that's going to occur, because even in this video, Lord willing that you could watch, let me actually get it, because it's already going to be on the screen. Let's go to the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In a time of destruction, they pour out their force. and appease the wrath of him that made them, right? And from what she said, which I like some of the points that she said, but it's all Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, right? The Lord is putting spirits on men. He gonna put spirits on women. He gonna put spirits on these other nations, right? And through on the left-hand side, a lot of them gonna be doing the bidding, right? And it's just like judgment. It is judgment, right? Life and death is in the hands of the Lord. And if you're not dying for the truth, dying for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, that's your judgment on this side. This is why you want to make sure your faith is in check, because it's better to die for the Lord, right? Than to just to be dying as a nigga, just to be dying because you had a world mindset, right? Verse 29, it says, fire, hail, famine, and death, all these were created for vengeance, right? These are examples of vengeance, death, right? Famine, hail, fire. However you get death is all of the Lord. Now we got examples where some of the men of the Lord might get tortured, or get murdered, get their head cut off, right? That's them dying for righteousness' sake, which is in Revelations, the 20th chapter. You know, even Revelations, the 13th chapter, verse 15. Anybody that don't want to bow down and worship the image, they're gonna be put to death. Now, first and foremost, I'm speaking of the elect. Now, yes, you're going to probably have some regular humans or, regular pedestrians that, oh, no, I don't want to cleave to the government ways, right? Yeah. But even if they miss that bullet, who's to say they're going to miss the fire and the hail and famine, right? It's multiple examples, Lord willing, we can get to them, not make the video too long. So let me go to 2nd Ezra real quick. Because, like she said, the women are going to be women and children. Your daughter, they're going to be the most targeted. Even if this sound gore, why would the Lord allow this? When Yahweh Shai come, it's going to be the greatest scene. Just like when you watch a movie, it's always one of the top or greatest scene in a movie, either in the beginning or in the middle or in the end, right? This is the end. Oh man, I got another precept. Salaki. Better is the end of a thing. That's Ecclesiastes. I believe is it the 7th chapter. Let me see. Okay, this is Ecclesiastes 7-8. Better is the end of a thing than the beginning thereof. And the patient in spirit is better than the proud in spirit. Right? So this ending is going to be better than the beginning of how this America started, because this end is bringing in Esau's fall and Jacob's following, right? Kingdom, reign. But guess what? Zephaniah, the 1st chapter, verse 6-9, the Lord is ushering in his sacrifice. And all the guests are being gathered, right? So it's either you might be dealt in a certain way, like what is it called? I'm over here saying the wood. The movie not coming to my mind. Somebody might put it in a comment section, right? Well, hey, what about the movie The Book of Eli? It's gonna be a multiple insurrection. The people ain't going to be agreeing or following the ways of the government. It's going to be no rules. It's just like Purge Night, right? So let's go back. Let me get this other precept I'm thinking of. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Starting at verse 17. The point is 19. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? And how much more women? Now some of the elect, because we're in the flesh too. You're a human. You're gonna have fear too. But those that truly believe in the Lord, let's just jump over to 2nd Ezra 16, starting at verse 72, it says, for they shall waste. No, actually, let me start at 71. They shall be like mad men, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear Yahweh Shemel Shai. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in a fire. So even the chosen, the elect, are going to be tried. But their situation is going to be way different than those that's not of the faith. Now, it might look like, man, they were righteous or they were serving the Lord. Why are they going through that? Because this is all about, are you willing to go through the persecution? Are you willing to go through the suffering? Right? Are you willing to go without food? Because now they thrashing, toss you out the house and they ramming through your house and all of that. But guess what? What if they run through your house and they don't touch nobody, but everybody see you getting kicked out your house? But then somebody else, they go in the house and they take your daughter, right? We gonna deal with a verse on that too. Verse 74, it says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh Shemashai, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. And those of the faith have to believe. So if you not truly in this faith trying to grow, man, woman, or child, these verses don't pertain to you, except for the ones where you go, yo ass, what are you going to say? Your ass is mine. It's over. Right? Take heed to the words that's coming out and try to grow in the understanding of the Lord. Prepare yourself. Faith is going to be tested. If you have no faith, you are an easy target. Just like Lot's wife. Right? Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. For those that are truly in this faith or coming in this faith, growing in this faith, right? We want to constantly build our faith now, because guess what? Your flesh is just like a roller coaster. Of course, I'm not afraid to go up on no heights, especially if it's safety involved. Hey, I'm cool. Okay, let's do it. But of course, it's either the drop, that whatever experience, either your heart drop, you get nervous because it's in the flesh, but you still do it. So the Lord has given us a warning. Guess what? Things is going to be testing your faith. This is why we have the examples in the scriptures. But when it become your reality, the work that you put in now is going to show if you're grounded. 1 Corinthians 15:58. You want to be unmovable in this thing. So when all hell break loose, you're not around. I might not be around my brothers. I'm just with my household. Right? I have to have that unmovable faith. Let alone, I'm going to have my daughters, my son, right? My wives. Guess what? They're going to be looking at my demeanor. They're going to be coming leaning on me. And whoever else cleave, they're going to be looking at the man. Right? So let's go back. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter, real quick. And where did I leave off at? Verse 19. It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Now, hey, you got most Jake out here got guns, even Edomites, and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. When you go to Sirach 36 and I believe 24, it says when a man get a wife, he gets a possession. You look up the word possession, a good can be considered a possession. A woman is your possession. A daughter is your possession. Hey, your son is your possession. So somebody can spoil your possession. You know? Somebody can spoil your possession. This is why we want to make sure that we are the faith. This is why your wife, whoever the heck she is, hey, if she not taking this serious, hey, it's okay. The Lord going to send, especially for the men of the Lord, which we're about to read this verse again. Isaiah 32:2. A man shall be, Salaki. Let me do this. Isaiah 32. We're going to read it in the KJV and the NLT. It says in the KJV, a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. In the NLT, each one will be like a shelter from the wind, in a refuge from the storm, like streams of water in the desert, in the shadow of a great rock in a parched land. Right? The men of the Lord is going to be a shelter from the wind. Right? You got different winds. You got the nuke wind, right? You of course, when trouble or calamity or insurrection come, that's another form of wind, right? When we can't leave and go into another city, we in hiding, right? People running through your house. Hey, that's another wind. Destruction. You know, a man is going to be a hiding place. Right? A righteous man of Yahweh Shema Shai will be seen as a place of safety when destruction hits. You know, people ain't seeing that now. This is why scriptures that, Lord willing, we can continue bringing out more scriptures. These scriptures especially is going to bring more more clear understanding, especially when we try to image or imagine Jacob's trouble when great calamity will come upon the earth, and you women in particular will seek covering, protection, and stability from the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let's read this one, right? Let me make sure. Let me see if I got the MS. Okay, I might not have it. You know what? Let me try to download this real quick, because I want y'all to get the whole meat if we can. Where is it at? Salaki family. So I guess I don't got it on this tablet, but that's totally fine and okay. This is the MSG. I'm going to read it in this one first, and then I'm going to read it in the KJV. This is Isaiah 4:1. That will be the day when 7 women will gang up on one man, saying, we'll take care of ourselves, get our own food and clothes. Just give us a child, make us pregnant, so we'll have something to live for. But it's really, when this happened, that woman is going to be covered by a man of the Lord. Now she ain't going nowhere. She can't go. Now, especially, these women are going to be serious. Because how serious is going to be when America really is falling, is going to be so dangerous out here that women is just going to be literally giving themselves to these men. Right? And guess what? The men of the Lord we going to be choosy. Just like how women mostly is, we're going to be choosy. No, yes, nah, I'm good. We're going to be picky. Just imagine if a woman get out of order or she shows she don't got no faith. A man of the Lord you most likely might be let go. You might be let go. You're going to be a baggage when that time comes. Isaiah 4:1 in the KJV, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Let's make it even easy. When you get married in this Roman era, Babylon the Great, when you get married, women take the husband's last name. She take his name, right? Miss Parker, and his last name Parker. Well, before they got married, her name was Gwen, right? Miss Gwen. So again, this is a direct prophecy showing that in the time of trouble, which, this going to be, that Jacob trouble is going to be something we ain't never seen before in all the earth. Women will no longer be prideful or have that independent mindset, but will seek the safety and covering of a righteous man. Literally. You know? This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 6. It says, ask ye now and see whether a man doeth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hand on his loins as a woman in travail. Right? This is the men, holding their loins like a woman in travail. A woman about to bring forth a child. And all faces are turned into paleness at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who's going to be the he? Those that are of the faith. Like Abraham had faith in the Lord, and he was making action. So those that are truly of the faith, those that truly believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai, those are going to be the ones that are going to be scarcely saved. 1 Peter chapter 4 in verse 18. The righteous are going to be scarcely saved. It's going to look like you're not about to get saved. It's going to be like barely. You might see people with guns right in front of you. Or you about to get your head cut off. However it's going to look, that being scarcely saved when the Lord beams you up. Right? So this is showing the severity of the tribulation. So terrifying that even men will be as women in pain. In this chaos, women will look for protection. Even when you go to, I think it even has it in 2nd Esdras, the 16th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Right? But this is a serious case, man. Actually, let me get to Daniel, the 12th chapter. It's going to be so serious, the Lord going to send Daniel. This is Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Right? And those that get saved, guess what? First starting with the men, right? You are already predestined to get it. The elect on this side is they're already established. Right? And the book is what we see in the word, the elect. The elect is already written. The Lord already know who you is. So how terrible that day is, the Lord gonna have to send Michael the archangel on our behalf. That's how dangerous that time gonna be. Right? So this is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 9. It says, rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless women, or careless daughters. Salaki, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Tremble, ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you, make you bare. Gird sackcloth upon your loins. Women who live comfortably will be brought low and troubled. And they're going to be seeking for trouble when calamity comes. Hey, and if you was too prideful on this, but even though the Lord said, even harlots and Pharisees going to be saved before you. In the time of Yahushua, it was really like that. It was harlots and publicans that started to believe in Yahushua. So even if Yahushua was speaking about that time, ain't nothing new under the sun. It's gonna be either a porn star, a prostitute, a stripper, a undercover whore that just been walking around just getting freaky. Through the spirit, she's gonna really believe. And guess what? One of us brothers is gonna take her in. You ain't. Some of us brothers, I mean, most of us brothers is not sitting there trying to know your whole history. Guess what? The whole nation of Israel, right, is adulterous generation. Even if a woman can say she's a virgin, even in your past life before that, you was off. And even when we believe in something and we in another belief system, guess what? You still commit adultery spiritually to idolatry, another belief. We supposed to have one belief, and that's Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's going to be hard for a prideful woman. A woman, oh, no, a man can't do this. Oh, and yo, a lot of you women going to get humbled. And through the Spirit, the Lord humbling a lot of you women now. And it's all in righteousness, right? And guess what? If a woman is taking heed to whatever process that is, the Lord is dealing with you. And whatever woman that's managing, and the Lord is moving her in a certain way where she's being humble and actually playing in her role. And we can go into multiple examples, but say if you're ready for that moment to come, hey, the Lord, through the Spirit, the Lord is dealing with you, because it's going to be a more easier transition for you than some women. But the women that got the higher mind, yo, you're going to have it bad in Jacob's trouble. Even just imagine some of you women that do have it bad, and then you looking for that covering, right? The Lord put it on you to go look for a man of the Lord. And guess what? It might come across that you might be trying to seek a man that was probably in your city or whatever city you visit, and he was teaching the word, and you wasn't even thinking, you was seeing through him like a damn window. And now all hell break loose. Now you might, hey, please let me in, man. What you was saying was real. He might say, no, I don't want you. He might leave the door closed. What if it was, it might even be women. It might even be women that a brother was dealing with months ago, years ago, that might try to, oh yeah, so I remember when you were saying that, when you changed, this is real. Can I be with you? Can I come in the house? Would Dre say, can I stay? I want to love you. Guess what? That man might really humble that girl and be like, no, I'm good. Go to another man of the Lord. It's going to get real. Literally. Why I'm speaking about women? Because you got to think, when all hell break loose, a man and a woman is not the same. We're not the same when it comes to hunting. Most women ain't gonna know about hunting. When it even comes, like, say if you're trying to defend yourself, men are gonna be way better at that. What if Jacob Trouble come and you women on your period and you cramping crazy hard and you definitely not thinking of the Lord? Now, the women that's growing in the faith, they're going to already understand, nah, I ain't going to lie, I can't do this on my own. You got 2 kids, you got 3 kids, you got 4 kids, you got 5 kids, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. There's some women that got a whole bunch of kids. Children, Salaki, kids going to a sacrifice. Children. Right? So you women that are at ease, man. Women that living comfortably. They're comfortable. Right? They're going to be brought low and in trouble, man. And they're going to be seeking in trouble. Guess what? Now the men is going to be looking, man, I remember this. She was walking past the camp. Or she was driving the Benz and thought she was doing something. Oh, this is my cousin friend, or this was my auntie friend, and she was thinking she was all that. And guess what? Imagine all the women that leave the city, leave the town, that go somewhere else to make it in life. All hell break loose. A lot of them going to be coming back to their hometown. Right? This is Micah. Let me see if do I want this in the KJV and NLT. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 10. In the KJV it says, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power? My eye shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. In the NLT, then my enemies will see that Yahweh is on my side. right? And the KJV is going into women, right? But then when we read NLT now, it hits you even more further. Like it's gonna even be men and women. What? Then my enemies will see that Yahweh is on my side. It's gonna be people that know. Look, I live close to neighbors. It's women and it's some men. Majority, most of them women, right? And if they know that I was teaching or seeing it, I'm using this is for all brothers. Any brother that y'all seen teaching that's really of the faith. You came out the door, hey neighbor, you getting mail, you seen him at the store, you was getting milk, getting water or whatever. In a minute, a lot of y'all wasn't taking it serious, or you was proud, or you was just on stupid or slow. Then my enemies will see that Yahweh is on my side. They're going to start to believe that, man, what you were saying was actually truthful. When you was outside looking at the chariots and you were saying they chariots, they the angels of the Lord, those not aliens. They will be ashamed that they taunt me, saying, so where is Yahweh, that God of yours? With my own eyes I will see their downfall. They will be trampled like mud in the street. Right? So all them that was mocking you, dissing you, you going to see them getting trodden down. And they going to look at you like, dang, man, they was telling the truth. And it's over for them. And that even goes like what I was saying earlier. It could be a girl a brother you came across. Because this is a woman, talking about women. A woman that you walked past, came across, whatever, she thought she was all that. You probably wasn't even hollering at her. You just seen her, how she was acting. Maybe acting towards another dude, or she just thought she was all that. Or you did talk to her. Guess what? If she saw you teaching and wasn't taking it serious or didn't care or whatever it is, she's going to know, especially around you, that you wasn't crazy. You wasn't bugged out. And not even close to her even saying, hey, can I be... that person gonna get trodden down. How much you men that walk past the men of the Lord? You men, you fathers, you sons. And you oh man, I gotta go smoke a blunt. You YNs. I'm seeing a lot of YN young brothers when me and the Aki am teaching. Either smirk, laugh, they smoke their weed, they mumble it. Yo, watch. It's going to get real, man. Lord willing, this is edifying, and it got you on the edge of your seat. Because right now, we in a time of being on the edge of the seat. Stop, drop, and roll. Seek the wisdom, knowledge, understanding Yahweh Shema Shai. Hear the words coming out. Whoever is teaching daily and feeding you raw, straight, direct, giving you 100% truth. Right, through all aspects, history, law, statutes, and commandments, parables, dark sayings, right? You want to take heed. So call Allah Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well through the Spirit. And the mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect in the same Spirit and in sound doctrine. Shalom to the Akwat Yam, believers of this faith and this truth. Lord willing that you all continue in sound doctrine and in the same Spirit. With that, Shalom, shalom, above, above.